Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting game as always. So in this chess game we have Yuri Shabanov, a very strong Russian chess grandmaster. He was a Soviet-Russian chess grandmaster, and he was also 2 times world senior chess champion from 2003 and from 2004. And his opponent was the Armenian chess champion Eduard Mnatsakanian. He was the Armenian chess champion from 1958, 59, 60, 62, and finally in 1967. Obviously, both of these chess players were very strong, so this game was played in 1971. So let's quickly check out what happened. E4, E6, and we have the French defense, developing the knights, and then bishop to g5, bishop to b4, and then pushing the pawn, and this is the advanced variation. So the knight is pinned, how to extricate yourself, of course with h6, bishop to d2. So obviously if bishop to h4, then pushing the pawn. So bishop to d2, unpinning the knight, and then capturing back with the pawn. And then knight to e4, queen to g4, attacking the g-pawn. So black played king to f8. g6 is also possible in this position. Castling is not possible because of bishop takes on h6. Bishop to d3, capturing the bishop, and white is losing the castling rights. c5, knight to f3, queen to a5, h4. White is planning a very nice attacking plan. So knight to c6 and queen to f4. This is part of a plan and setting up a little trap for his opponent. Shabanov played a very crafty move actually with playing queen to f4. It doesn't seem like much, but can you see the threat in this position? Multiple times Armenian chess champion, well, he fell for it. Well, he played b6. This was a little slow developing move. Bishop to d7 maybe should have been considered, but b6 fails to something very important. So this was part of a very crafty plan by Yuri Shabanov. Can you see the next move for white? What would you do in this position? What was the purpose of h4 and then queen to f4? Okay, did you see the move? It was knight to g5, exclamation point, and how to defend? How on earth are you going to defend? Queen takes pawn, checkmate. If pushing the pawn, then capturing. So if f6, this is not what happened, but capturing is just simply losing. And also you can see that this opens the very dangerous diagonal for the queen, queen to d6, and it's just lights out for black. So what else? And how about knight to d8? This is also not what happened in the game. Then knight takes, and bishop to g6, and black is lost. So okay, in the game, after b6, knight to g5, and what else but to capture the knight? And then h takes on g5. Did you understand all these tactics by white? Rook takes. In this position there is double threat. This is why he sacrificed the knight for creating a very dangerous g-pawn close to the king, assisting the queen, and for checkmating the king. So pushing the pawn is a threat, as well as rook takes rook, attacking the king. So obviously there is double threat. One of them is rook takes rook on h8, and the other one is g6, and how to defend after g6, not with pushing the pawn, because of e takes on f6, and it will open the queen. So this looks like a very difficult position for black, and this is why white sacrificed the knight. It was a brilliant plan. So rook takes on h1, and can you see the move? g6, this advanced g-pawn is going to be a very important asset when attacking the helpless looking king. So threatening checkmate, we have king to e7. Black can't accept the rook sacrifice because of getting mated. So king to e7, and then rook takes. Knight goes back, defending the f-pawn. Rook to h7. C takes on d4. And can you see the move? white to play. Okay, g takes on f7 and how to defend pushing the pawn queen. And we have d takes on c3 check, which does nothing, and queen takes on c3 is also not going to do much because of king to e2, and there is no more checks simply. So how to defend? Threatening to push f8 queen. So d takes on c3 and king to d1. Knight takes on f7, king to f8 is not going to work because of check and black is getting mated. So knight takes, but after rook takes on g7, black resigned. There is no defense against queen takes knight. And then checkmate. So if trying to flee, then check and then checkmate. Okay, incredible chess game. And if something like king to d8, then queen takes knight simply. And this is only going to prolong the checkmate check. And we see checkmate like this. What an incredible chess game. And it all started with with h4 and then queen to f4. For grandmasters, seeing these tactics, these little traps is nothing actually. And then knight to g5, and basically the Armenian chess champion missed this. And this was a very beautiful attack. It ended very quickly. So basically black is getting checkmated. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this chess game, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.